Okay, well, I felt guilty about not doing the example in my video, so I'm going to offer a second video here about volume. Especially, I want you to understand this idea of, the volume of a sphere and its associated cylinder. So I want to make sure you understand that what we have here is we have a sphere. Now, of course, it's split into two hemispheres, but put together the two hemispheres make up a sphere. The sphere has the same height as its associated cylinder, so you have to think about the height of the cylinder as really not having h, but really being 2r, right? It's 2 radii of the sphere. And then the other thing that's important for you to understand is that these two guys have exactly the same radius, right? So the radius of the cylinder is equal to the radius of the sphere. So the big question you should be asking yourself is, well, how much of this is filled by that, right? And it's obviously we're not going to fill it all the way up, right? The question is, what fraction of the cylinder is filled by the associated cylinder is filled by the sphere. So let's find out. I'm going to fill these up with water. Fill that one up. It's helpful to have a sphere holder when you're doing this, otherwise called a cup. Okay, that one's full of water. Place it on the sphere holder. You like it, sphere holder? So the next time you're having coffee, you can say to your friends, I'm having coffee in a sphere holder. Okay. Seems to be basically full. Let's put our two sphere holders over here. All right, there's one of them. And spilling a little bit of water, lost a little volume there. Now it's really hard for me to actually pour out of that hole into this hole, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to transfer both of these hemispheres full of water into this pouring container and then put the pouring container and pour that out. So here we go. Alright, that's one hemisphere of water. And here comes another hemisphere of water. It's surprising to me how much these two hemispheres actually fill this container. I don't know if you would have expected that much water, but I certainly didn't. Now this can get a little bit messy, so I think I'm going to go back to the sink and just see what I get when I try to pour this in here. Pouring very carefully. Trying not to lose any volume. There it is. I don't know if you can see that. It's a little bit foggy. It's actually warm water, but you can definitely tell that it's more than half. The reason I can say that is because it's definitely higher than half of the height of the sphere, or excuse me, of the two of these here together. You can definitely see it's higher than half. But let's just let the numbers do the talking here. If I get a ruler out, I can see that the height, I guess, of the ruler is about 15 centimeters, and the height of the water is sort of in the 9.5 centimeter range. Oh, that's interesting, right? So 9.5 out of 15 is the big question, and it looks like it's somewhere in the neighborhood of 2/3. 2/3 would have put it right at 10, and that's the accepted value here, is that 2/3 is about what fills it. So I hope you enjoyed this water pouring video, and cheers.